The buzzword in college athletics right now, NIL. And if you don't know what NIL means, or if you have some preconceived notions about what NIL means, then today we're going to help you understand what NIL truly means and what the impacts on our local community can be. We are here with Every True Tiger's Laurence Bowers.
Hey.
And Laurence is here to talk to us about NIL, what it actually means, and what it can mean for the Columbia community as a whole. Laurence, welcome to the Como 411.
What's up, Adonica? Very glad to be here. Love what you guys are doing. You ladies are doing. I think this is incredible. I think it's going to be very impactful for the community. So I'm glad to be here.
Thank you. We appreciate that. So Laurence, tell us a little bit about Every True Tiger. Tell us what NIL means. Some people don't even know what those initials stand for.
NIL stands for Name, Image, and Likeness.
Mm-hmm.
It was a legislation passed by the NCAA July 1st, 2021.
Okay.
So it's very, very new.
So tell me how NIL and athletes could possibly impact our community.
We operate as a registered 501c3 nonprofit.
Okay.
So our mission is to pair other contracted athletes with nonprofits in the community.
Okay.
And what that looks like, our scope of work is what we call it. We'll have the athletes bring awareness to these organizations by social media. We'll have athletes, depending upon what tier they're in, provide in-person appearances.
Okay.
For instance, United Community Builders here in town are in the middle of a capital campaign.
They are.
And we're going to pair an athlete with them to help promote what they're doing and hopefully bring funds to that organization. You have Love Columbia.
Yes.
You got Coyote Hill. You know, we have athletes paired with all those organizations. And the biggest thing for us is we want the community to win. We want the athlete to win. But also, when both of those things happen, the university wins.
Absolutely.
So it's a win-win-win situation.
Absolutely. Now tell me a little bit about this misconception that, athletes are going to be driving around, in fancy cars and, just money out the window, anything. That's a misconception. Tell me about that.
It is. And the biggest thing is for us, like I said, we're trying to instill that desire for humanity. NIL is more than just an athlete receiving a check. They have to do a service, right? That's that scope of work I alluded to. So we just feel like if they're going to do something to get paid, why not do something better to the community?
They should.
There's a lot of misnomers out there, though, because, the traditional mindset is college athletes shouldn't get paid. But if you really look at the amount of money that universities are bringing in by, way of the athlete, I think this is long overdue.
I would say so. I would say so because you played in 2008.
Yeah.
And there was no NIL for you.
I was broke as hell, to be honest. But, it's the reason why I fight the way I fight for these athletes right now.
That makes sense.
Absolutely.
That makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
I understand your passion.
Yeah.
I can feel it. I can feel it.
As you alluded to earlier, it's not just athletes pouring in the dough. It's an athlete being able to say, hey, Mom, I know you haven't seen me play in a long time. I'm going to send you a plane ticket.
Right.
Or, hey, Mom, I know things are rough back home. Here's a little bit of money to help take care of the bills.
Yes.
A statistic shows that 85% of African-American players on Division I scholarships live below the poverty line back home. So this right here gives a lot of our athletes a chance to be stress-free.
Yes.
To just be in the moment, focus on their respective sports, and to excel in the classroom. So if you get rid of the life factor, a lot of athletes will succeed a lot more.
That makes sense to me because when you were an athlete, there was nothing for you, right?
No.
There was nothing for you.
Yeah.
And so you would play the game and then...
Yeah, that was a lot on my mind, and I had a storied career here, as some may say, and I say that humbly. But I would be a fool to tell you that I didn't think about my mom and my little sister and how they were doing back home.
Absolutely.
I lived 5.5 hours away in Memphis, Tennessee. My mom might have made it to 3 games.
Wow.
It was just because we couldn't afford for her to get here.
Absolutely.
So had NIL been around, this would have changed the whole trajectory for me. My mom and my family would have been able to come see me play.
Absolutely.
And I think NIL is bigger than what most people think, not just the money.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's life-changing.
Absolutely.
Not only are we focused on the 2 major revenue sports in basketball and football, we're focused on every athlete across the entire athletic department. So the more money we have, the more deals we can send out to our athletes, which in turn makes the university a lot more appealing to those who may consider.
Okay.
And also it helps the community.
Yeah, absolutely. How can our viewing public help with Every True Tiger?
everything that I'm doing is to try to put Mizzou in a better spot than it's currently in.
Mm-hmm.
So from a fundraising perspective, donating. I mean, understanding that your money makes a difference in the lives of these athletes. But also, I always tell people that beyond monetarily given, that networking is just as essential. Just spread the word.
Yeah.
Biggest thing.
So you heard Laurence, spread the word. Find him at the game. Find him in the community. He is always out everywhere. Another place you can find him quite often is B&B Bagel. That's another one of his favorite spots.
I love B&B. Shout out to Teresa.
Yes, absolutely. Shout out to Teresa. So listen, we can help NIL, we can help our university, and ultimately we can help the entire Columbia community. So you're an adult and you want to play sports. You want to get into something new. You don't want to win the Olympics, but you want to get competitive a little bit. You want to have some camaraderie and you want to get your workout on. Where do you go to do that? Well, hey, come on, there's a place. Como Roller Derby is here for you and you leave feeling empowered. It's inclusive. Everybody is welcome. And I'm here with Kelsey. Kelsey, welcome to the Como 411.
Oh my gosh, AC, thanks so much for having me at Como 411.
Absolutely.
But girl, you got to call me Mesh when I'm in roller derby gear.
Okay.
I'm not Kelsey, I'm Mesh.
Okay, so you get a nickname when you come?
You get a roller derby name when you start roller derby.
Okay,
you don't mess with Mesh, you know?
No, it sounds like it. I believe you don't
Right.
mess with Mesh. And I'm looking forward to my name once I come.
Exactly, because girl, seeing you on these skates. You guys look out, AC is going to be part of Como Roller Derby in 2 months when I get her through a beginner's course and on my teams.
Give me the 411 on Como Roller Derby.
Absolutely. Como Roller Derby is for every single type of person, 18 and up. We are a nonprofit organization, first and foremost, but we also then are a competitive roller derby team here in middle of Missouri. So all types of people can come play. I want people who've never roller skated before. I want people like you who grew up in the roller rink. We are a sport. We are a community, we are a family, and again, we're a nonprofit, so we love to give back to Como and be an awesome part of this community. So, but we also get to hit each other on the track. So that's what people I think come to see us, is for us to get physical on the track, and it's just a great way to have fun and compete.
I love that. I love everything about what you just said.
We make sure that we do things with other nonprofits in Columbia, in Boone County. Central Missouri Humane Society and Second Chance have both been partners of ours. So if you come to our bouts, you might see a cool sponsor animal around to hopefully help get them adopted. So we do things like that.
And oh my gosh, to show up at a match and to see a little friend there.
Yes.
Okay. We're excited.
Absolutely.
Okay, somebody wants to get involved, but let's say they've never skated. Let's say they're feeling a little leery, but this sounds kind of good to them. How do you treat them when they first come through the door?
Right. Como Roller Derby has been around since 2007. We have been skilled and practiced in raising new roller derby athletes. So what we have is an 8-week beginner's course. We train you all the way up. The first class is how to fall on your skates and how to stop on your skates, all the way up to how to skate. Then towards the end of that 8-week program, we teach you how to roller derby. We teach you how to hit people, how to change directions on your skates. That's great for the game. And then our A and B level team skaters are then scrimmaging against each other once a week on Sundays, which then we put together boutable rosters. So rosters of people who can play in the bouts and kick some butt against some other teams as Como Roller Derby.
There's also a place for people who maybe love it. They love to skate. They love to move, but maybe they're afraid of the contact. But she's like, we'll find a place for you.
Absolutely. We are skater led and operated, as well as volunteer led and operated. So to put on a roller derby bout, not only do we need skaters on the track that are going to, of course, hit each other and be physical, but we need 7 skating officials. And they are in charge of the rules. They're referees. But we also have non-skating officials, so people who never ever skate. So we also need people to keep score. We need people to track the lineups. We sell merch at our events. We sell concessions and drinks. And again, it takes a village to put on our own whole bout. Like, we don't have a big school behind us. We don't have any other thing. We are it. So if you want to be part of Como Roller Derby, there is absolutely a space for you. You don't have to skate. If you love us, we love you. And we want you a part of our community.
How can we help you?
Our biggest challenge, Como 401 and Columbia greater area, is that we are Como Roller Derby without a venue in Como. We are currently in Hallsville, and we love this venue so much. Bob Lamone Building, Barb, the HCDA here in Hallsville are amazing, incredible individuals. Unfortunately, it's just like 10 miles further than we want it to be.
Yeah. Okay, so you heard it. You heard it here first. We need a venue in Como.
Absolutely.
We need a venue in Como for Como Roller Derby.
Absolutely.
And we're excited to get out there and do a little bit of skating.
Yes.
And hey, you heard what she said. It takes a village to put on the Como Roller Derby.
Come join us. All right, you ready?
I'm ready.
Let's go, guys. So we put you in these pads. I'm gonna teach you how to use them.
Okay.
So I'd say the biggest error that people make in roller skating is they do that thing where you skate skating up and then you go like this.
Yes.
But we just put pads on the front of you. So we're going to teach you how to go forward.
Okay.
We have two main falls where we go down on our knees.
Okay.
A one knee fall.
Okay.
Where you just go down on one.
Okay.
And then we have a two knee fall.
Okay.
Which looks like a one knee fall for like 90% of it, but then you come down with the other knee.
Okay.
Okay. So the first one with one knee, you're just going to go down and like you're proposing to someone.
Okay.
And you're going to keep all nice right angles. You don't want to sit down on your skate or anything.
Okay.
So you're going to engage your abs and sit nice and tall. So I'll show you one going this way.
Okay.
So I'm going to be nice and low, and then I just put my knee down. So I'm going to slowly lower myself. And then sit, then put my weight down. Yeah!
Okay.
Yes! 10 out of 10.
That felt better.
Yes.
I like that fall. I just learned something.
Yes.
I learned something. A graceful fall.
A graceful fall.
Not just a, So make sure that you are supporting local sports. Not just the things that you always support. We have those, football, basketball, soccer. But come on out and try something new. Support local. Como Roller Derby.
Absolutely. Come out to our bout on April 8th here in Hallsville, Missouri at the Bob Lamone Building. Doors are at 5:30. Bout starts at 6:30. Kids under 10 get in free. Tickets are $10 out the door, but you're supporting, again, a local nonprofit, your Como Roller Derby. So come check us out. It's so much fun at the bouts. You'll have a blast.
I'm sure it is. If this is any indication, you want to be at the bouts. Como Roller Derby! Are you a great golfer, or do you think you're a great golfer? Or are you like me and you don't even know what kind of club this is because I have no idea? Well, wherever you fall in that range, there is a place here in Columbia for you. We are at Caddies in the Broadway shop, and I am with Mark, who is the owner. Mark, welcome to the Como 411.
Thank you for having me.
Of course, of course. So I drove past here, and I drive past here quite often. And when I walked in, I was like, whoa, I didn't even know this existed. How long have you been here?
So we opened on November 1st of 22. We've been open about 4 months now.
So Mark, tell me, what exactly is Caddies?
So Caddies is a premium indoor golf facility. We offer 4 bays for people to come in and practice or play a course in our facility. We also have a private room with a 4th bay that we provide for groups that want to have a private area of their own to do golf simulation, play on a course, or play games. We also offer a full facility rental. We close it off to the public, and you can cater in food. And then we provide the drinks from our full bar that we provide to the community that come in. So
that's wonderful. And I love the way all this looks. I am not a golfer, but I do play putt-putt. Is that an option?
Yeah, that is an option. So we do have a game section. In that game section, we have a bullseye where you basically hit towards the bullseye. The closer you are to the pin, the more points you get. We also have an 18-hole simulated putt-putt golf. We also have our closest to the pin, longest drive, and capture the flag that you can play.
So if I was bringing my family and I had some small kids, is there is there any place for them to get in? What do they get to do here?
Yeah, the whole family can play in the game section. But we do have a game called Magic Pond for smaller kids. They basically never lose. It doesn't matter if they hit it off to the side or whatever it is. They basically shoot into a pond and collect characters. So.
I want to start with Magic Pond. So we're going to head over and get that teed up for me.
So we'll get with Blake. He is our manager of our store.
Okay.
And we'll have him run through some different scenarios on the TrackMan.
Okay. And Blake is your son-in-law. This is a family business.
This is a family business.
Okay.
Yeah. So we kind of built it and did construction together and opened it up, and this is where we're at now.
That's wonderful. All right, let's go play some Magic
All right,
Pond.
let's do it.
All right. All right, Blake.
Yes.
Tell me, if I walked in here as a novice, which I am, it looks a little intimidating. How easy or not is it to use this?
It's pretty easy to navigate through it.
Okay.
If you're wanting to practice, just work on your shot. We have a shot analysis that tells you all about your swing.
Okay.
Again, it can make you happy, it can make you mad.
I imagine.
Kind of both. There's a target practice on here, and it'll just pick a distance. You hit at that distance, you can use whatever club you want.
Okay.
It doesn't matter. We have an on-course practice, and that gives you a little bit aspect of playing on one of the courses. You can click on any course that we have, 215, and you can play a specific shot. If you want to play Pebble Beach, hole 7, par 3, one of the most popular par 3s in the world, you can sit there and just play that shot continuously.
Okay.
Now, again, we have games here, and they're just listed out: Bullseye, Magic Pond, the putt-putt, Streets of Neon, Capture the Flag, Hit It, and Closest to the Pin.
Okay.
Closest to the pin, again, any par 3 on any of the courses that we offer. And then Magic Pond is definitely that kid game that we all want to hear about. So
Definitely so. So I do want to play Magic Pond, but before we do, I want you to show me one of those really long shots that you made.
I will try my best.
Okay.
This is the Magic Pond.
Okay.
Here are all these monsters and critters. You get a point system on the amount of monster you get, and then the farther you go, you get distance points. So if you hit it far, you get more points.
All right, I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm gonna collect me some critters and monsters, and let's see. Oh, I think that was a little further.
Ooh.
I got an Arcane Drake. Drake is my maiden name, so I'm taking that as a sign. I'm ready.
Ooh, that was your best hit.
Give me some.
That was your best hit.
That was a sharp
Get
shot.
A snake.
A sludge snake.
Another snake.
That was good. I'm collecting. I'm at 7 of 84. And I will probably still be here when you get here because I want to get those 84. So come on down with your family, your friends, your coworkers. This seems like a great spot for a team building activity. Come and join us at Caddies in the Broadway shops. Thank you guys so much for having us here.
Thank you.
Yes, it was so much fun.